I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench. Today I will be doing a Loonie hunt, a $1 coin hunt. We're very close to finishing up the albums and being up to date, so let's go to the intro and then I'll bring you in on the state of the albums. Welcome back, and now the albums. The first album, we have completed this album. I have a few an extra space over here that if I find of any varieties, I'll stick it in there. I know that the Terry Fox Loonie over here from 2005 has different varieties that are basically die wear. So I did find a type 2 over here, and this is the type 1 over here. Naturally, if I find any good upgrades, I'll see what I can do to improve the condition of the book. But that one is pretty much filled. Let's go to book 2. Now, what we are missing in book 2, 2010 Saskatchewan Roughriders Loonie. That's a Canadian Football League football team from Saskatchewan. 3 million minted. And we are also looking for the more recent Loonies. So we have the colorized Alexander Graham Bell. We're missing the non-colorized Alexander Graham Bell, as well as the newest one, which is the LC McGill. We saw the colorized one. I have one off camera here. So the LC McGill, we want to find the colorized and non-colorized version of this, but this one doesn't go in the book. This one I didn't get in a coin roll hunt, so this is only for coin roll hunting. So let's get right to it. I'll bring you in on my first find. Roll 2, we have 2 possible finds. The first one is a 2010. There is a large and small bead variety, so I'm going to set this aside to look under the scope at the end of the hunt, but it is a possible find, and this 2003 is really in good shape. Now, there is a very rare version of the 2003, which is the crowned version of the Queen. So I've never found one, but it is possible to find. I believe they are NIFCs, so keep an eye out for that. But I think this might upgrade the one in the book. Awesome. Well, this is roll 10. Nothing else was found in these rolls. Well, that's the risk of having a short hunt like this, a 10-roll hunt. I'm going to check out on these two. I'll see if one upgrades, and then I'll bring out the scope for this one. But, you know, as a compensation for having such poor finds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the $50 that I found, the 50-cent coins, or that I found, that the bank gave me, and we'll hunt through these as well. These will need the scope as well, so let me compare against the book. Well, let's do that live. So we're looking at this 2003 to see if it upgrades against the book. So let me get the right book out. Find the 2003, and here's the 2003, and I think it's very clear that this one upgrades the one in the book. Awesome. So I'll upgrade that one over here, and there you go. And we'll get right into the 50-cent coins, and then I'll bring out the scope and we'll see what there is to see. Okay, so we're back. So these are the years that I got. So most of them were 1968s and 1973s. I have one 1969, a 1974, a 1981, and a 1982. Now, the 1974 and the 1982 have varieties that we need to look for. And so I will bring these up here to scope them, to look at them on the scope. And for the rest of them, while we're waiting for the scope, I do have a 50-cent coin. I never expect to do any $50 hunts because we don't really circulate these coins. But we can see that the 1968 is going to have a book filler. I'll see if the 1969 improves on this one over here, and we'll have a 1973 book filler. I'll have to see if the 74 upgrades this one over here. And over here we got the 1981, and we can see in the book, let me move it up here, the varieties that we're going to be looking for. For 1974, the varieties aren't here, but for 1982, if you look at the bottom, oh, it doesn't, you can't read it. There you go. There's the large beads and the small beads variety that I'm going to be scoping out. So, yeah, so lots of book fillers. So that's a good thing. And let me put the 1981 right away. There you go. And I'll look through the best, I'll take the best 68 and 73 and put them in the book as well. Cool. All right, so here we are the next day. It's been one of those weeks. So let's get to it and look at the alternatives for the varieties for the 2010 large bead and small bead variety. I'm going to throw up a picture over here from Saskatchewan Coin Club, which is an awesome reference for Canadian coin varieties. And if you can see the large bead variety has, if you look at the word Elizabeth and the I in Regina, the A in Elizabeth kind of points to the left, to the right of a bead, and the I in Regina points between two beads. And the small bead variety, the point in the A in Elizabeth points to the left of a bead, and the I of Regina points to a bead. So let's get to it here, and let's go over here to the microscope. And here's the obverse. Let's start with the A in Elizabeth. And if I draw a straight line up, we can see that it is slightly to the left of a bead, which means if we look at the I in Regina, it should be pointing right at a bead. And that one is pointing pretty much at that bead right up there. So this would be the small bead variety. According to Coins in Canada, this is the common version, the small beads variety. The large beads variety is the one to look for. So no luck with this one. So this one will go back into circulation. So the 1974, I'm going, the two varieties are deal with the obverse, and right at the base of the shield, on either side of the shield, there are the designer's initials, TS, and the variety that we're going to be looking for is the S to the right of the shield will be missing. So let's go over here to the scope, and what we're looking for is for the missing S. Okay, you can see the S very clearly to the right of the bottom over here. It is weakly struck, but it is clear, so this is it is clearly there. So this is the regular variety, or the normal strike. It's not the weak strike. And looking over at the 1982 for the varieties for that. So let's have a look at the microscope. Now, what we're looking at is the two beads over here just in the front of the crown, and we want them to be significantly larger than the second bead underneath, which is right over there, just over my finger, and you see that they're roughly the same size. The large beads variety, the bead is significantly larger, like at least twice the size. So this is the common small beads variety, so we don't have a variety on this one right here. With such a small sample size, I wasn't expecting a variety, any variety. So these will go into my collection, and I will put them. Was I looking for those in the book? In 1974, I have one right there, and 1982, this will be the small beads variety, which will go right over here. So let me put that one in. I found a couple more half dollar coins, including the Golden Jubilee that I put over there. So that is awesome. So let's get right to, and this week's giveaway will be a 1968 Canadian 50-cent piece. All you have to do to get a chance to win this coin is to leave a comment down below. And sometime next month, I will do a draw for the name of a lucky winner. I will ship the coin anywhere in the world. So good luck. Leave your name down below. And if you haven't already and you enjoy the content of my videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click on my logo to subscribe. And here is a link to a video you might enjoy, as well as a playlist if you want to see more of my videos back to back. Until next time, thanks for watching.